Hey everybody, it's Jason the Total Drama Fan, and in this video I'm going to be doing something that I have been wanting to do for a very long time, specifically ever since this set came out and I got a copy of it. It's a comparison video between all of the physical media releases of Gravity Falls that we've gotten, including the 2 volume releases that were released back in 2013 and 2014, and the complete series Blu-ray box set. So, this is a very special occasion in terms of this box set because of this fact here. Disney has not done a very good job of releasing a lot of their shows on physical media. As of today, which, if I remember correctly, is May 29th, 2019, only 5 shows, not counting any acquired or Touchstone television content from Disney, have had their entire series released on physical media. The only 3 Disney television animation shows that have been released being the original DuckTales, TaleSpin, and the subject of this video, and the only 2 live-action Disney shows being Zorro and Hannah Montana. Yes, out of all the live-action Disney shows, they picked that one to complete on physical media. Way to go, Disney! Anyways, so, yeah, it's been very frustrating that Disney hasn't completed or even released any physical media releases at all for some shows for a lot of their TV shows, especially the Disney television animation shows. Because, not all of the live-action Disney shows are bad, but I definitely prefer Disney television animation shows over the live-action TV stuff that Disney has made. So, it was really exciting when I found out that this box set was coming out. So, before this box set came out, Disney released 2 DVD releases of Gravity Falls themselves. 6 Strange Tales and Even Stranger, which, when combined together, give you the first 14 episodes of the series in order, which is actually not too bad of a way to release the show, had Disney kept on releasing these volumes individually. Sadly, they only got up to episode 14, and we never got any other DVD releases of the show from Disney themselves. And when I say Disney themselves, I'm specifically talking about their distribution company, Buena Vista Home Entertainment. And then, this set came out. This set is very cool because it is a Disney release, but it's not distributed by Buena Vista Home Entertainment. It is actually distributed by Shout Factory, which is really cool. For those of you who don't know, Shout Factory is an entertainment company located in San Francisco that releases DVDs and Blu-rays of movies and television shows that the companies who own the distribution rights to them don't feel like releasing on physical media themselves. They've done plenty of releases with other companies, but the main ones that most people know about are their releases of the Nickelodeon TV shows. Hey Arnold, Rocko's Modern Life, Danny Phantom, All Real Monsters, The Wild Thornberrys, Hey Dude, and let's see here. I know they released plenty of them, but I don't remember exactly how many of them they released. So, a lot of people really loved their Nickelodeon DVD releases, so a lot of people were really excited that this set was announced from them. And I bought this set as soon as I was able to because I want to support Disney doing more collaborations with Shout Factory. This isn't the first time that Disney has licensed one of their shows off the Shout Factory, though. They released Blossom, which is Touchstone Television, on DVD, and they also released the Superhero Squad show, which is Marvel, on DVD. But this is the first time we've gotten, a mainstream Disney show on physical media from Shout Factory. And Gravity Falls is the perfect show to pick for this kind of release, like to sample it to see how well it would sell, and then maybe they could release more of these at some point, like more Shelf Factory releases of Disney shows, because, Gravity Falls is such an awesome show. So it was really awesome to see that we got such a box set. So now that I talked about the how each of these got released, we're going to be taking a look at each of these titles individually, and I'm going to do a comparison, and I'm going to decide on which one of these would I recommend if you want to have if you want to have the show on physical media in some form. So, first off, let's take a look at the 2 compilation discs that were released by Disney themselves, and specifically being distributed by Buena Vista Home Entertainment. So here is the first volume, Six Strange Tales. So on the top we see the Disney and Gravity Falls logos. It says Six Strange Tales. Then we see Grunkle Stan, Mabel, and Dipper. One thing that always bothered me about the front cover is that the design on Mabel's sweater is backwards. And I know it's backwards because the spine has it in its correct form. I'm just nitpicking, but it's still something that bothered me about this release, specifically the front cover. But it's nothing like I'm gonna lose sleep over or anything like that, just something I wanted to point out. So, at the bottom right corner, we see the Disney DVD logo. And here is the spine. Has the Disney DVD logo, the Disney and Gravity Falls logos, Six Strange Tales, Volume 1, the Disney's Fast Play icon, and a character profile of Mabel, as well as the stock number. Here is the back. So it has Dipper and Mabel, a couple of screenshots from the show, and the description reads, "Welcome to Gravity Falls. It's just west of Weird, slightly east of Eerie, and always north of Normal. If you meet forest gnomes disguised as zombies, dig up a mysterious old journal filled with secrets and ciphers, or encounter spooky hijinks at the local condemned convenience store, you've just crossed into Gravity Falls, where there's always something peculiar going on. Join 12-year-old twins Dipper and Mabel Pines as they explore the oddest spot on the map. Shipped off to spend the summer with their gruff great-uncle, Grunkle Stan, who runs the tacky tourist trap The Mystery Shack, the kids uncover mysterious surprises, unsurpassed silliness, and supernatural shenanigans lurking around every corner of the deceptively sleepy little town. Packed with over 2 hours of hilarious adventures, irrelevant humor, and quirky, unforgettable characters, Gravity Falls: Six Strange Tales is a trippy trip into your family's fun zone." Then at the bottom, we see the Disney Channel logo, the old one that they used before the one we have now, the Disney Castle logo, and some legal information. And you can pause here if you want to read all of this information here. The top has the barfing gnome from the first episode of the show, and lists the episodes that are included on here, which are the first 6 in the series in air date order. Which is good since Gravity Falls has a continuity, so releasing the episodes out of order would not be a good decision. Here is the inside. The disc is unfortunately one of the boring gray discs that Disney uses on most of their more recent DVDs, since this is a 2013 DVD release. The cool thing about this DVD, though, is that it has a really neat insert inside. So it is a journal that you can write in that's made to look like journal number 3. It's not the real journal number 3, of course. I actually have a copy of that book. But it's still really nice of an inclusion regardless. And it also has a postcard from Mabel and a postcard from Dipper. So it's nice that they included that in here. And then we have the Disney Movie Rewards insert, which I already redeemed, and an insert for the Disney Movie Club. Next off, let's take a look at the second volume, Even Stranger. So on the top, we see the Disney and Gravity Falls logos. It says Even Stranger. Then we see Dipper, Mabel, Waddles, and... oh man, I forgot what his name was, but I know that he's from the episode Fight Fighters, which is one of the episodes that are on here. Here, if anyone remembers what his name was, please be sure to comment down below. So here is the spine. Has the Disney DVD logo, the Disney and Gravity Falls logos, Even Stranger, Volume 2, Disney's Fast Play, and a character profile featuring both Mabel and Waddles, and the stock number 2. Here is the back. So it has Dipper and Mabel, a couple of screenshots from the show, and the description reads, "The mystery mounts, the plot thickens, and the quirkiness quadruples, and Even Stranger. The hilarious tales from the #1 spot for supernatural hijinks, Gravity Falls. Tag along on the adventures of 12-year-old twins Dipper and Mabel Pines as they inch ever closer to bringing the town's deep, if not so dark, secrets to light. Free the 8.5 President of the United States from a prison of solid peanut brittle, unravel the fabric of the universe with a time machine disguised as a tape measure, and see much more in nearly 3 hours of freaky, fantastical fun. Of course, Dipper and Mabel's enigmatic Grunkle Stan just might be the key to solving the riddles of Gravity Falls. He obviously knows more than he's willing to tell. Or does he?" And at the bottom, we see the Disney Channel logo, the current one that's been used since 2014, the Disney Castle logo, and some legal information. And once again, you can pause here if you want to read all of this information. On the top left, we see a list of all the episodes that are included here, which are the 8 episodes that come after the 6 that are on the first volume. So it's good that these DVD releases presented the episodes in chronological order, because like I said, Gravity Falls has a continuity, so releasing episodes out of order would not be a good decision for Disney to make. So this insert here I'm going to get to later, because I'm going to explain where I got both of these DVDs from. So, unfortunately, there is no insert like the one on the first volume, which is a bummer, but you know, it is what it is. Once again, the disc is a boring gray disc. So the 2 inserts that we do have in here are the Disney Movie Rewards Code, just like the first one, I already redeemed it, and an insert for the Disney Movie Club. So now I'm going to talk about where I got both of these DVDs from. So Six Strange Tales I got at FYE, a really cool store that sells all kinds of pop culture related merchandise. And then for Even Stranger, I got it as a Christmas gift for my mom, who lives in Oregon. And this insert here was basically just the little thing that came with it when it got shipped, that basically said that this is a gift for me. It has a little message from Mom, and my siblings, Sophia and Ravi. So I'm definitely going to hold on to this, and the reason why I'm saying that, I'll explain later in the video. But, yeah, so now we're going to be talking about the content on these DVDs. So, the picture quality is alright, for only being in standard definition. The episodes are presented in their original widescreen aspect ratio, which is good because Disney has a really bad habit of presenting a lot of their Disney Channel shows on DVD and pan and scan in their releases distributed by Buena Vista Home Entertainment. And they look alright. The problem is that there are a lot of episodes jammed on these 2 DVDs, plus the trailers. And as a result, the picture looks a little over-compressed at times, as ringing occasionally appears around the lines. It's not very noticeable unless you have a really good TV like mine that I played these on. I played it on a Sony Blu-ray player connected to a really good HD TV, so the ringing was very noticeable. But it's not the end of the world or anything like that. I'm just nitpicking, but, it is what it is. And then the episodes are sadly presented in boring 2.0 stereo, as opposed to the Dolby Digital 5.1 surround sound that the episodes were recorded and originally aired in. The stereo audio track isn't bad, it's just that it's quite obvious that it's compressed because the audio sounds very hollow at times. Again, not something I would lose sleep over, but it's definitely something worth bringing up. Sadly, there are no special features on either of these two DVDs, besides the journal that's included in here as the little extra gift. Which is a bummer, since, Gravity Falls is such a great show, and it would have been really nice if these two DVDs had extras. But luckily, I don't need to nitpick about that anymore,